Good morning. So, what's the secret? The secret is simply this: Christ in you, the hope of glory. But what is glory? I remember thinking glory was when there was a cloud of smoke around you or something. But Psalm 19 verse 1 in the Living Bible says, the heavens are telling the glory of God. They are a marvelous display of his workmanship or craftsmanship. Day and night, they keep telling about God. The whole of creation is a display of God's glory. And we see it, especially when we get into nature. If you've ever gone and you're hiking along and suddenly you come across a magnificent waterfall, or you're on the beach and the sun's going down and it's the most magnificent sunset, all of us can identify with that sense of awe and wonder as we see creation in its absolute beauty. Whenever we see his workmanship. But guess what? We are his workmanship. His glory is displayed in his grace and kindness and goodness towards us. You know, Moses asked the Lord if he could please see his glory. And the Lord replied to him in Exodus 33:17, I will make my goodness pass before you, and I will announce to you the meaning of my name, Jehovah the Lord. I will show my kindness and mercy to whom I want to. So when Moses asked to see God's glory, God showed him his kindness. And that's where we see the glory of God. In the next chapter, in Exodus chapter 34, verse 5, he said, I am Jehovah, the merciful and gracious God, slow to anger and rich in steadfast love and truth. God revealed his glory in the Old Testament. Do you remember when Moses went up on the mountain to get the 10 Commandments? He came down and his face shone with the glory of God. But that glory faded away. Now in 2 Corinthians 3:8-11 in the Living Bible we read, shall we not expect a greater glory these days when the Holy Spirit is giving life? If the plan that leads to doom, that's the Old Testament, was glorious, how much more glorious is the plan that makes men right with God? In fact, that first glory as it shone from Moses' face means nothing at all in comparison with the overwhelming glory of the new covenant. So if the old system that faded into nothing was full of heavenly glory, the glory of God's new plan for our salvation is certainly far greater, for it is eternal. The old plan was the law. Obey it, and nobody could. The new plan is Jesus has fulfilled the law on our behalf, and we walk in it. And now he lives in us, helping us to achieve our destiny. In Acts 17:28 it says, in him we live and move and have our being. Always remember, you're highly favored and deeply loved of God.